This is the all-new GLA Mercedes entry-level SUV, and here's the carwow top 10 things you need to know about it. The new GLA gets a nose that's similar to the bigger GLEs, but it does make it look a bit like an A-Class that's eaten all the pies. Yes, a little bit porky. Still, at least this new car looks like a proper SUV now. The old GLA just looked like a hatchback on slightly jacked up suspension. But which small SUV do you think looks the least rubbish? Click on the pop-out banner in the top right hand corner of the screen to vote for the GLA, the Audi Q3, the BMW X1 or the Volvo XC40. Time to decide. Now if like me you know your Mercedes, those huge infotainment screens, turbine air vents and shiny plastics will be familiar. That's because the cabin's almost identical to the one in the A-Class. But that's not a bad thing because the A-Class has an awesome interior. However, there is one change, but it can only be appreciated from the driver's seat, which sits almost 6 inches higher than a regular A-Class is, so you can lord it over other road users in their lowly hatchbacks. Bless them. The standard GLA will only be available with one engine from launch, though more petrols and diesels will be coming, as well as a plug-in hybrid. But for now, there's just the 163 horsepower GLA 200. This has a 1.3-litre turbocharged petrol engine and a 7-speed twin-clutch automatic gearbox. The GLA 200 can go from 0 to 60 in a respectable 8.7 seconds, yet should return fuel economy of nearly 50 miles per gallon. If you're after a bit more performance, don't worry, there is an AMG light version, the GLA 35. It gets a 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine with 306 horsepower, 4-wheel drive and an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox, and can go from 0 to 60 in just 5.1 seconds, which is more than half a second quicker than a Honda Civic Type R. And it should be better in the corners than a normal GLA because it has extra bracing to its chassis, improved steering and stiffer, sportier suspension. The new GLA is 4 inches taller than the old model, which means significantly improved interior space. The most obvious is in the back seat, where legroom has increased by 2 inches and you can now have seats that slide forwards and backwards and recline. How's that for luxury? The 435-litre boot is also 14 litres bigger and there's no load lip to lift your luggage over, which is good if you've got a bad back. The new GLA goes on sale in spring 2020 with a starting price of around £35,000. Though if you want an AMG GLA 35 with all the bells and whistles, it'll cost you more than 50 grand. But if you want a small Mercedes SUV and don't want to wait until spring, then click on the pop-out banner in the top right hand corner of the screen to find out the best deals on carwow, where you can make an average saving of almost 1,500 quid on the new Mercedes GLB, which looks even more like an SUV, and you can get it with 7 seats. The GLA is front-wheel drive as standard, but if you want, you can get a 4-wheel drive version. This has 3 modes: Eco, Sport and Off-Road. In Eco mode, only 20% of power is sent to the back wheels to help save fuel, while Sport increases that to 30% to make the car feel a little bit more agile in the bends. In off-road mode, power is split 50-50 between the front and rear wheels, so you get maximum traction in slippery conditions. Ever wondered how Mercedes can produce such a huge model range? The answer's platform sharing. The GLA is based on Mercedes' MFA platform. This is getting a bit geeky, but bear with me. This underpins 8 separate models and includes everything from the A-Class Saloon, A-Class Hatchback, the CLA Shooting Brake Estate, and even the 7-seater GLB SUV. And it kind of explains why these cars all have a slightly similar look and feel, especially on the inside. If you specify your GLA with 4-wheel drive, you'll also get Mercedes Off-Road Engineered Package as standard. This adds LED multi-beam headlights with an off-road mode that lights up verges for you. There's also hill descent control, which can lower the car safely down steep inclines. All GLAs come with automatic emergency braking as standard, but you can take the safety systems to the next level by adding the driver assistance package. Do that and you get a super duper cruise control system, which will allow the GLA to accelerate, brake, steer and even change lanes for you on the motorway to take the stress out of long journeys. Also included is evasive steering assist. This can spot imminent collisions, and if there is no space for the car to actually brake in a straight line, it will take control of the steering to help swerve you around the object you're about to hit. please subscribe to this channel for more videos, and if you click on the deals box to the right, you can see how much you can save on a new car at CarWow. Or click on the video windows below to watch another of my videos.